Hey everybody, it's Fox right here, and I'm hitting you with a midweek upload, maybe, if I can get it edited in time. Basically, I'm going to try to work on videos during the school week when I get home before I start doing homework, aka before my mom gets home and knows that I'm using my computer, so subscribe for that, because I'm trying to make YouTube videos for you, and excuse me, I think I'm getting a cold as well. But today, I just have a random compilation. Hey, Sassy. That's my cat. Maybe she'll meow. I don't know if you can hear her purring. But, I have just like a random compiled, thing of just when, crazy stuff has happened at my school. I actually wrote a list so I could actually, have it segue decently and not take forever for me to remember, so I can try to take this in one cut, because, I am on a schedule after all. So, first thing is pretty much one of the most recent ones is, I just call it, like, eat shit and die, because, during my English class, apparently these two girls were having an argument. One of them was, like, not very popular, and the other one is popular. So they got into an argument. One of them was listening to music loudly. It was the popular one. I'll just call her Miranda, and the unpopular one, Betty. So Betty got pissed at Miranda for listening to music too loud. So she said, "Can you turn that down? I can hear it." And Miranda said, "Yeah, I can hear it too." And then Betty got pissed and started just spewing off at her. So then Miranda said, "You don't need to act like all high and mighty and shit, because you got voted for homecoming court as a joke." And then Betty got really pissed and stood up and screamed in the middle of English class while we're working on silent work, "Eat shit and die," which was just hilarious. Everybody started laughing. And of course the teacher told her to go to the office. Like, literally, my English teacher is so cool. Like, even in a situation like that where there's probably a cat fight about ready to break out, she literally just laughs and says, "Go to the office." And it was just crazy. But yeah, and then there's like a whole inside joke now where if you get pissed at somebody, you tell them to eat shit and die. So that kind of happened. And then of course there's my friend Chad jumping onto a locker bay. I'll probably just make a clip. It was funny. Sorry that it's vertical though. But yeah, he kind of just did that because I told him to. That was kind of funny. And of course, there's something that I do to subs to really irritate them. Since I'm taking Spanish 1, I've decided to every single substitute teacher that there is, I'm only going to speak to them in Spanish. I will not speak a lick of English. ¿Cómo estás, por favor? Just Spanish in general. Trying to think of Spanish on the spot is terrible, because I'm not a very on the spot person. I don't really think on my feet too fast when it comes to talking. But yeah, it really just annoys them. So that's another thing that I do. One of them said he was going to write me up if I kept on talking in Spanish, which was hilarious. And then a kid tries to fight me in the cafeteria. So basically, for about a week, our table is like, well, people at my table aren't very mature, so they like throw food and just dick around. And apparently this kid had been hit like a couple times by food like throughout the week. And then comes Friday, like the final day of the week, and all of a sudden he gets hit with another piece of food, and he throws like a potato wedge or something at my friend, and I put it back on his I put it right next to him, say, "Hey bud, I think you'd want this back," and I pat his shoulder, and he gets pissed, but he ignores me. So then like 10 minutes goes by, and my friend who got hit by it says, "Hey, throw this piece of pepperoni at him." And I'm like, "That's fair, you got hit by something, I'll fucking hit him." So I literally just chuck it to the side like you're throwing a piece of gum on the side of the road. Just as like an example, you know how you just toss something to the side? That's kind of what I did, and it hit him. And all of a sudden he gets up and he starts screaming, "Oh, which one of you pussies threw that at me?" And he gets in my face, and I get up to go throw away my tray. And I'm like, "I don't know what happened, dude. I don't know who threw it." And he got in my face and pushed me. And I don't know what it was, but I fucking got right back in his face and said, "You do not fucking touch me." And I looked him straight in the eyes. And of course, like most people, I'm taller than them. I'm 6'1", and that little short ass is probably like 5'9". So I look down on him, and he just like backs up and he starts swearing again. Which one of you pussy fuckers threw that at me? Don't be a little bitch, just tell me. And he starts like getting in my face again. So I immediately set down my tray and cross my arms in case he wants to swing at me, so I at least have a chance to block it. And then like one of the teachers comes over and says, "Hey, what happened?" And he pulls the kid away from me. So I go and throw my stuff away. And then I come back and one of the teachers asks, "Hey, are you okay? Like, are you physically okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, he just pushed me and I bumped into the counter." Because we have laptops at our school, and they put in like a bar counter thing that has electrical sockets in it, so you can charge your computer. So, like, it's pretty cool, but nobody ever uses them because it's been like 3 months and they still haven't finished it. So that kind of sucks. But basically, that happened, and I of course didn't say anything. My whole table didn't say anything, of course. I had to be the only one who was caught because they looked at the cameras and saw me throwing a piece of pepperoni at him. So, of course, I take the entire blame for a week's worth of shit. So I ended up having to just go to the office during 6th period, which is near the end of the day, talk to the assistant principal. He said that it's like 8-year-olds' behavior to be throwing food. And of course, he made it out to make me the fucking terrible one for the phone call home. Like I fucking chucked something at him, like it was a high-speed pitch. So that was a little ridiculous, even though that I literally was retaliating for something that he did, even though that I shouldn't have done it. So I ended up, as a punishment, just phone call home and 4 days of lunch detention, which is basically you sit in the classroom and eat. So that's honestly, like, I actually like lunch detention, to be completely honest. It's quiet. It's not like loud as fuck like the lunchroom. And wow, I'm going on 7 minutes for recording. This is going to take forever to render. But yeah, so that happened, which was interesting. Alright, next up on the list is, it's as simple as it sounds. I was in the middle of geometry. It's like 11 in the morning, or 10. So I get up and ask, "Hey, can I use the bathroom?" So I get up, I go, and I walk into the bathroom. And I see somebody in the stall. I'm like, okay. So I just like walk in quietly. Like, I normally open doors quietly because I don't like making ruckus. So, of course, he didn't know I was in there. And all of a sudden I just hear an unzip and the sound of like a shuffling. And he's standing. And I'm like, oh my god, this dude's fucking beating his dick in school. So I immediately just like slowly and quietly back out of the bathroom. And I just grab the hall pass and make my way to the other bathroom because that was kind of weird. I don't really want to go take a piss while somebody's trying to jerk off at 10 in the morning. So, yeah. And then, of course, probably the funniest story out of all of them is it was the final 10 minutes of the day, and somebody said on the announcements, "This is not a drill," and everybody like starts freaking out, thinking, "Oh my god, is there a shooter? Is there like a hostage scenario going on?" They say, "This is not a drill. There's an emu in the parking lot. Please do not walk home, students must ride the bus today, and if you drive, immediately walk to your car." So everybody starts laughing because this Australian bird is somehow at our school, and I actually have a screenshot from the Snapchat that was posted, and it's actually hilarious. There's an emu in the parking lot. Like, they're literally like 5 feet tall, and it's ridiculous. It was so funny. And now like all over our school there are these like construction paper yellow signs that say Emu Crossing, and it's hilarious. But that's pretty much it for funny stories for my school. So hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. As you know, I think next video that I make, it might be like a setup video, because I do have a fairly nice setup for being 15. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.